truth is that I actually don't know a whole lot about the country of Slovakia. What I do know is that they have really nice thermal pools and that the mail from Slovenia actually gets sent here constantly and vice versa. So on today's episode of Kult America, I actually want to do a little bit of exploring to see what treasures this country has to offer. So I decided that I would visit Slovakia as a tourist who was just randomly exploring the country. When we first crossed in, I was really excited at the prospect of the things that I might discover when I was there. So we are entering a city and I saw a sign for like an old village and see what this town has to offer. There's a thick smell of smoke in the air. People were setting up for a Christmas festival. All right, and this is what a Slovakian school looks in a small town. I spoke with some kids there who were very embarrassed to try and speak English with me. What is the name of your city? Starobistrice. Yes? Yes. And what is the most beautiful building? Here? Yes. Ah, what is it? They couldn't really speak to me in my language and I couldn't really speak to them in their language. We were able to make a little connection even if it didn't have much meaning. I found out that the most beautiful building in this city is this, and when I asked them what it is, it's a clock. So those little things, those little contacts is what really makes traveling inspirational. And then the best thing happened, and that's when Maciek had to use the restroom. And he was interrupted by an intoxicated drunk guy. This old guy opens the door, walks inside, and tells Maciek, "Get the hell out, I've got to piss," you know? And I just hear Maciek like "Zajęte," like it's occupied. The guy gets aggressive, runs out of the bathroom, pissing himself. I mean, it's a little silly, but that was really a very entertaining thing to watch. So Slovakia is a country that I've been to on several occasions and I've always really liked it, but I never discovered what was deeper inside of me. I really enjoy these worn out old houses. Looks like there are no people in them today. It's kind of like time stopped. What I found very rapidly was that Slovakia didn't have a lot of obvious attractions for an outside visitor. Let's see what's down this road. How an abandoned industrial area looks in the middle of the mountains in Slovakia. Despite the fact that this is a low population kind of place, that's actually an active train station. There were people waiting there with bags to catch their train. And it's not really what you would assume if you were just driving past. Something that didn't occur to me before is that it is one of the most naturally gorgeous countries that I've seen. But peppered inside of this gorgeousness are rancid-looking industrial sites, communist-style blocks. It's almost hard to understand how you can have buildings that are that dirty and worn out inside of such epic nature. It's not all bleak, because finally we're coming up on the best attraction of the day. that is something that Americanized normally do not get to see. This castle is legendary. All right, so fortunately, we've reached one of the points that I actually knew I wanted to see, this amazing, picturesque castle. Maybe we'll get a closer look though. There are a lot of interesting stories and myths about it. One story tells that the castle was actually built by a man who made a pact with the devil. Another story suggests that the castle was constructed with a man buried alive in the walls. It seems that the visit is not meant to be. It's too bad. This place looks epic. What can I say? I'm disappointed, but that's what I get for not planning ahead and trying to be spontaneous. I think I'll have to come back to this castle to visit because it's glorious. Probably the biggest compliment that I can give to Slovakia so far, just like on my general observations, is that it seems to be an absolutely not commercial country. So right now we're actually headed to a very special place where wooden houses have been preserved through the centuries. It's going to give us a really nice picture for how Slovakia looked in the past. Alright, so we are heading up to the top of a mountain right now, and this is going to be the place where we find... Jesus fucking Christ. These roads are so small. Seriously, that's really scary to pass the trucks. You give me a heart attack. And we went through the snowiest, foggiest, scariest road probably of my life. The road leading to the site was completely covered in snow and unpassable. We will absolutely get stuck. I decided that it was enough with the exploring and I just wanted to get to the pool. So I typed in the address to Oravica. The good news is that the resort we're going to with the pool is only 12 kilometers away. The bad news is that it's 12 kilometers of this unplowed, curvy mountain road. But you cannot underestimate what snow and mountains and fog will mean. That's just the stupidest shit I've ever seen. There are people who are driving like maniacs up there. His crazy ass is overtaking people on curvy mountain roads. I'm really happy that we got out of that bad mountainy situation. When we got to the other side of the mountain, I was really relieved because we were safe, no problem, right? But now the GPS is literally telling us to turn around and go the other way. This is exactly why I prefer not to use GPS. There's no way that that's happening. I actually have no idea where we are. But what I do know is I'm not going back there. Through that dangerous, snowy mountain road. I have to find a place to stop to get my orientation. I was in a little bit of denial, so I tried to look through a different route on my Google Maps, but I found out that indeed, if I wanted to go anywhere, I would have to pass that road once again. Guess what? When I count to 3, you guys can see me suffering in those conditions again. 3, 2, 1. But then a pleasant surprise happened. We found the aqua park that I originally wanted to go through, just basically by chance. My adventure in Slovakia is coming to an end. All I can say is I'm happy that it ended in this place because this is my favorite place in Slovakia. It's a lot like when you go to a restaurant and try something new. You're setting yourself up to be disappointed because you know what you like in your favorite restaurant. In my case, hot springs, mountains, it's a win-win. So, yeah, Slovakia is magical. I just need to stay inside of my comfort zone, apparently. Thank you for watching Kult America. Please subscribe to see what we do next.